set. What's the plan, Scott?
Well, hopefully we find our treasure today.
Yeah.
So we'll head down to the Esplin tank and go south, and then meet at that intersection. Decide if we should veer left, pioneer, try to kind of calibrate there and see where to go from there.
I vote for pioneering just so we can double check if
Double-check
they're
it.
red, and then we feel super confident about our spot. But
Right.
whatever.
Then what do we do if we don't find a red block?
After 2 miles, we turn around and say, "I'm sure it used to be here." So we went west, and we didn't see any red steer or fear. We just hit another road. So what are you thinking?
Well, look at the new thing. You'll know when to park when you see an old road on the left that has since overgrown.
Seems impossible, huh? I keep reminding myself that the point is not to find the antler today. The point is to enjoy myself in this beautiful Arizona weather.
And that's what I did last week. And now, to me, today the point for me is to find it. I'm really frustrated.
If my Andrews Spring thing hadn't kind of blown up a little bit, then I'd be a little more excited.
Yeah.
So there's this rock pile right here, and we're on this overgrown road, but there's a dirt patch or something, right? We're supposed to.
Yeah, we're trying to decide if this is a dirt patch. But one of when we were riding down the road, we were talking about the red block, and something came to mind. I thought, what color is the private land? So let's see what it is. Yeah, it's red. We'll hit private land if we keep going down this road.
I thought this was such a long shot, but suddenly it's obviously the right place.
So
it's so obviously the right. It's so obvious. Who could not see this?
Right.
So, and then there's teal after it or near it or whatever.
So we've got a ways to go before we hit red, but Don't go pioneer means probably don't go on private land. Don't go mess around if you see red block with fear. So we got to make sure we don't.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, that part makes sense. I don't know about the pioneer part, but.
Well, the name of the company is called Bridal Bit 3 Cattle Company. So
Steer. Can't believe we just got this lucky.
Maybe.
I mean, I can't believe you're so smart, Scott. You are a true treasure hunter.
Find a red block. It's got to be that.
It's got to be. Because they like to tweak this so that you depend on their app for the clues.
Yeah. And I'm sure at one point the hint's going to say the red block is the red.
Yeah. So here's my worst news yet is I found tracks coming across from our dirt patch with the rock pile and tracked them across the wash here, and maybe we'll follow him right to where the antler was. Maybe we just missed it. I don't know how well this shows up in the film, but can you see the flat dirt right there? And then so that's a left foot. Here's a right. It's a little compressed there where the dirt is disturbed again. If we go forward like the way you're facing, that's toward another bit of teal, which kind of seems to match a clue, but it's still all in sagebrush. So you get up on that ridge over there. love these colors so much. Okay, here we have Jakobee and Cassidy, and I was up north in this area where it's very narrow and I saw tracks everywhere. And you tell me you know whose tracks those were?
Yes, those were ours from yesterday actually. So we've been here for 3 days now, hiking around in this area. We're from Reno, Nevada actually.
Yeah.
So we've been down here to the Grand Wash Parish Shaun or whatever 3 times now this year. So it's been like 10-hour trek each time.
All
That's
searching
one way.
for this one.
Searching for this. Yeah, we came out the first week the riddle came out, and we were actually just like 10 miles west of here.
Yeah.
So, but we're pretty confident it's in this area, and so just keep on hiking.
What are your main clues that line you up that brought you here? It's okay because we know them all too.
Okay,
yeah. Okay. The main clues I gave it away was the tank. Filled
Esplin tank?
Yep.
And you found out the name of Esplin, the meaning of that?
Yeah, it was filled with foreign melancholy, was the Spanish to English dictionary or whatever.
Good.
So we found that, and then we went south from there. We knew that it was going to be a blue road, and then in the riddle it said veer left off that road.
Yeah.
So we veered left off that road actually 2 days ago, and we got a ticket from one of the forest rangers out here or something.
DNR probably.
Yeah, and then so we contacted Scout to Hunt yesterday morning, and they're like, yeah, just hold off until they could get a deviation team down in here. And so they came out and they checked it, made sure like the road was overgrown where I did say I got the ticket, and then about an hour later they gave us an update, and we scurried down here, and then we were hiking into
the update telling everyone to not drive on it.
To not drive, yeah.
Okay, so that super increases our, because we were looking for something overgrown like that too, that had possibly changed. So, okay, so your confidence is like super high in this area now.
100%. And there's one other dude up there right now. We haven't seen him, but they're brand new fresh tracks from today.
Yeah.
And those 2 trucks did beat us here this morning. So.
Okay. And the one dude might be my friend Scott, because we separated as we entered this area.
Perfect.
I was coming in higher than him.
Cool.
So.
But yeah, so we're pretty confident it's in this area. But
okay. How do you feel about this teal spot versus the one right there adjacent?
We've hiked all 4.
Okay, so you've been,
and we go about like 20 yards apart and just zigzag them all. So I don't know. We're about to start like our second run of going through
the whole
again.
thing. So happy hunting.
Yep, you too. Thank you very much.
Yep. Look at that tree. Doesn't that look like the right spot? They should stick something next to. Okay, so we hit this little one up here, which, can you see that even? Where we are, which puts us up at 59,000 feet, and we've covered it really good. So we're going to go over there to the right, to the east, and the wing of that one right below us, that hits 59, and then those next two, the long one and that little one. And it's going to be there for sure. I'm going to tell you a little tip about finding stuff. A lot of your brain uses images. That's how it thinks, because they're so efficient. And so what you do is you hold the image of whatever you're looking for in your brain, and then your brain's like scanning everywhere to look for a match for that. When it sees a piece of old dead sagebrush sticking in it, like, oh, it's a match. It looks like an antler, and it might kind of drive you crazy.
See you later. Grand Canyon.
Woo-hoo.
Go knock out those 2 outliers that we don't think anybody else has gone to.
Yeah.
And then we'll get back and see if we have a note on our car saying, hey, we found it. You can go home.
Yeah. Just running out of daylight, and we just finished our last search area for the day. No luck. Bummer. Another day of searching, and we found Jakobee and Cassidy again here, and they just told like the perfect example of bending the map. So let's hear this one. Okay, tell us about your red and blue blocks that you
Actually,
knew it was the right spot.
when the riddle first came out, we went to the Grand Wash Bay because of the capitalizations, GWB. And then right there, once the first morning when we started hiking out in the muddy water, there was a red salt block and a blue salt block for like the cows to lick. But obviously we thought that was the border. So we were hiking all around in that mud, barefoot and everything.
Nice.
It's
Nice. Hey, Jakobee Cassidy, thank you for the soda. Like having something this cold out here is so refreshing. You guys are the best. Good morning. Welcome to day 3. Scott, tell us our odds today.
10%. I don't know.
I was going to say it's odd that we're here again after we've covered it so thoroughly.
Yeah, I mean, we can't think of a better place, so we just keep
Yeah.
coming back to the same trough of slop.
Yeah. There's one area we haven't covered. I have a very good feeling about. All right, not as good as I did on Monday.
I have a very good feeling that we're gonna do some hiking today.
Yep, and we're gonna go back.
So,
but stopping in St. George was nice.
It was nice. We got a shower.
Alana made us breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast. It was good.
On that note, Alana, that was delicious, and that bacon was the perfect amount of burnt. So don't you fret. You're the best.
I like crispy bacon. It was perfect.
It was actually. It was perfect. So it gave us the strength to come and waste our time here one more time.
Right.
But if you're gonna waste your time somewhere, this is a good spot for it.
It's beautiful.
Till it heats up. So
yeah. Stepping in cow poop.
Yeah. I'm doing shorts today. So the other day, if I had worn shorts, I would have had 10 cactus spines on my leg instead of 2. But I'm gonna be careful today.
Yeah.
All right, let's go get Rich.
Okay, let's do it.
Rich. Look, it's my spirit animal, the stink bug thing. And it led us to this talisman. Scott, this is...
It's nasty.
No, it's not. It's auspicious. It's a very promising sign.
I think we should let it guide us.
Yes.
You should hook it to your hat. I'll hook it on your hat.
Okay, and I'll just follow wherever it goes.
Okay.
Actually, maybe it's not that auspicious.
It's very weird looking.
Yeah, I wonder what it is. Is that hair or is that twine? Or is it plastic? It's hard
Could
to
be
tell.
twine, yeah.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe those are a couple poops that are dried on a cow's tail and it fell off. Ew! What are we doing? I no longer have a very good feeling about that. And the stink bug, I should have known. It's so obvious now. Check that out. So obviously a branch. Radio check.
Copy, loud and clear.
Hey, I finished the distal one, the far one, and I swept the bottom of the backward L. Where are you at?
I'm about halfway through Long Island, checking out some boulders.
And that's the one where we wanted to clear the top of it, right?
Right, that's correct.
Do you have any thoughts for what you're going to do next?
I'll think about that when I finish this. I don't know.
Okay, I'll catch the one that's right below me and either head your way or let you know. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, watch out for snakes.
Copy that. Watch out for sheds.
Copy that.
So I was thinking about the scientific method, and I was thinking, okay, so you have a theory. There's some evidence to support the theory, right? It's enough that it's worth your time. So you go out and you start testing it. That's what we've been doing, experiment after experiment, trying to prove our theory correct by gathering the correct evidence to prove it, which would be finding the shed.
So you're saying we need to do this 999 times like Thomas Edison?
Right, yep, keep going. But then, right, it's never, we keep proving it wrong, not proving it right.
Yeah.
So now, with enough time, enough failures, my new leading theory has completely shifted to maybe the evidence is tricking us and there's something else going on.
And we were bending the map and we're in the wrong place, even though it was really convincing like that.
So my leading thought is we lean too hard on the evidence, which, I mean, only time will tell when it's actually found, right?
Yeah.
Whether this is true or not. But right now I'm thinking, I'm convinced it's not here. So if it's not here, then why were the Renos convinced it was?
Yeah.
And because they got a ticket, because they were driving
and
down
that
a
changed
closed
the
road.
clue. Yeah.
If that was not the case, if they didn't get a ticket, or they did get a ticket, so we know they got a ticket. We know that Scout to Hunt adjusted the clues based on that ticket.
Yeah, we saw the ticket with our own eyes.
Right, we saw. Yeah, we know it's a fact. So why, if it's not here, then why did Scout to Hunt change the clue? And the reason I'm thinking is there's other red or orange roads,
and they went and checked that as well.
And those are closed to travel now as well.
Just like this.
Just like this one. So they said, okay, don't drive any of the orange roads, the overgrown roads, if they're obviously not supposed to.
Yeah.
So there's another overgrown road down the road, veering left somewhere, potentially, right? That is also closed. So they just happened to be the guinea pig for the wrong road, but it proved that they needed to change the riddle for the correct road as well.
Wouldn't that be annoying if you're right? But would it be less annoying than the fact that we haven't found it here? And I'll tell you what I'm thinking is, like, if I'm on a search and we have canvassed the high probability area,
right,
then you go send a team to the low probability. And so you're going to hit those ones out there, which can't be it. And I'm going to go hit that one on the edge of the red, which...
Well, then we send a team down the road to the other spurs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That's our next probability. That's their next highest.
Yeah. So we'll check that stuff from the truck.
But if we feel like driving that way.
Yeah, if we see something on the map that's convincing enough to look at.
depending on how far. If it's a 5-minute drive, for sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
But I think just guessing on the map, I feel like it's another 45-minute drive, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll have to look.
And it's such a low probability too that
Right. And then even if we see, I guess we could send the drone down the road so we don't have to hike it.
Yeah.
And look for a pile of rocks and a dirt pile in a
Yeah.
wash.
Yeah.
And in that scenario, then, and we see it.
There's this rule with investing where a lot of people, like, you invest and you lose $100 and you're like, it's called sunk cost.
Yep.
And you're like, well, now I can't. And then you lose another $5,000.
That's pretty much where we're at right now.
Yeah. Cut our losses.
When to call it.
Quitting, contrary to popular opinion, quitting is for winners. To say, I've had enough.
Quit while you're ahead, but if you're never ahead, just quit.
Yeah. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. But those who never win and never quit are idiots.
Been digging and digging.
Oh, wow. We've covered it like super thorough.
Uh-huh.
And we've done the same thing mostly, you know.
Yeah.
How wide do you have your track? Like 10 feet to
10
the
feet.
side?
10
We set ours to 20 eventually,
Oh,
but
okay.
like painted those.
Perfect.
Yeah, I
yeah.
have
Whole
10
things.
feet, and this bottom one we've covered twice. We've done that one twice. This one twice. This one tried twice, but it turns into big rocks and areas and stuff in there.
Well, very rocky.
I'm kind of glad nobody's found it, and yet I'm getting tired of it not being found.
Me too. Me too.
That's it.
What's that thing there?
What's that?
What is that?
It's like a horn.
Oh,
What? What is that?
it's a Bitcoin. Check it out, guys.
Woo! Yes! We gotta read those clues again.
The horn.
Oh, you know what happened? This still doesn't line up, but somebody else found it. They brought it back to their car. They dropped this, and they didn't realize there was still a Bitcoin in it. But this is not a deer. Oh man, we gotta read the clues all over again.
Yeah, we do. Well, we found some Bitcoin.
Starting from scratch
Congratulations.
again.
Oh, thank you.
That's probably worth like $11,000.
Yeah.
And where are you gonna spend your $12,900? Because that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're rich, huh?
Get
Yeah.
to spending right now.
Seriously, $9,020?
Yes.
That's a lot of money.
That's incredible. This thing's so cool.
Nicole, Ken, these apricots are so good. So sweet. You guys are the best. And to everyone else thinking, I wish I was featured on one of Shaun's movies, give me something really nice and you never know. It could happen. I love this. I love you guys. Even more.